Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well, having a good day, having a good week, being productive, kicking ass, doing whatever it is you do in life. Hope everything's going well. You know, if you're struggling, just keep grinding. You'll be all right. Just push through. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Sitting out here enjoying a San Cristobal. It's very good. Very good. Been trying a whole bunch of new cigars and finding what I like, what I don't like. Whew. Developing my palate. A lot of different flavors in these things. It's kind of cool. It's like wine tasting. Anyways, on to my video. So just curious, is anybody else having the same thought? But again, your mind's got to be locked in geopolitics. See, we're not talking video games. We're not talking college or NFL football. Not talking Major League Baseball. See, all the interesting, mindless shit. Having a sneaking suspicion, and I made a video about it a while back, about how I think they're going to sidestep the coming election. And it's going to be, if you see what's going on in Russia and the Ukraine, and you're hearing the talk with the U.S. military about instituting the draft, they're laying the groundwork as we speak to reinstate the draft. And they're not exactly using those terms, but if you read between the lines and you kind of know how to interpret their horse shit, yeah, that's precisely what they're doing. And really, I mean, this can all come about by next summer, leading into the 2024 election, which I believe they're going to suspend because we're going to be in war status. That's what I believe. Because, I mean, really, we've been under kind of a pseudo martial law since the COVID emergency powers were given by Trump. And we essentially gave authority to unelected, corrupt scientists. And you know that's what's going on Epstein Island too, right? You know, they were blackmailing all the scientists, bringing them there, giving them women, children, little girls, little boys, whatever they're after. And what they do is they record them and they blackmail the shit out of them. And that's how you get somebody to do what you want to do. And you may or may not believe that, but I'm telling you, that's what they do. Okay, you don't get allowed into the club unless you're completely and fully blackmailed. So, yeah, all these scientists, everybody going along with the COVID nonsense, they're all bought and paid for. You know, they're all university professors. Well, who teaches at these universities? They're all liberal professors. What are we doing? But anyways, side note, I believe they're going to provoke a real conflict with Russia. Reinstate the draft, and they are going to stay in power through the War Act, which suspends all elections, and they'll stay in power until the emergency that they create is over. And by the way, it'll never be over. You create the emergency, which there is no emergency, the climate emergency. There is no emergency. You know, the emergencies are the, the 30 million pouring across the southern border. That's a fucking emergency. But no. I truly believe that's what they're going to do. If you kind of war game it out from 3-4 different angles, that makes the most sense. Honestly, it does. Because they want the war. We need to collapse. Oh, how great would that be to send, America's fighting force, 18 to 25, overseas to all be killed. That's a nice culling of our youth, wouldn't you think? Who does that leave here on the homeland? Leaves a whole bunch of illegal immigrants and older people. might leave us a little vulnerable, might you say. So, anyways, if you've got kids, you got boys, I don't even, hey, they might draft women. They, you know, have at it. That's what you want to do. But there ain't no 18 to 25-year-old son of mine is going to be dragged in to a falsified bullshit war and go fight it for pedophiles and criminals. Ain't fucking happening. Sorry. Ain't no way, ain't no how. Just ain't going down. So that is my line in the sand. That ain't fucking happening. You ain't taking my boys over to Russia to fight good people. By the way, see, everybody, you know, don't be bullshitted. Russia ain't your enemy. Russia's the one pushing back on the pedophile UN. They don't want the drag queen story time. They don't want depopulation. See, they're not all into that. So that makes them the enemy. So anyways, that's how I believe they're going to circumvent the 2024 election. Whether or not it happens, we'll see. But you can kind of see the groundwork and you can kind of see the framework of this entire operation. If, you know, if you dig and if you read and if you're aware of their plans and how they work. That's what I think. But we'll see. Maybe it won't happen. But maybe it will. Hopefully it doesn't. But anyways, just my thoughts. You can leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you know, how do you think they're going to suspend the 2024 election? Because they're going to, by the way. I think they know the tsunami of votes. I think they know, even though they stole it bigger than Dallas right out in front of everybody in 2020, I think that I think it might be an insurmountable tsunami this time with the black vote, with the Hispanic vote, with pretty much every vote in the country. It might even be a little too much for these criminals to bullshit their way through. So how else do you do it? Well, hey, we got a nice little start up a nice little hot war with Russia. Done. Get more emergency powers and done. So anyways, that's all I got for you. Just my thought. And then if that is the thought, let's say that really does manifest, how prepared are you? Well, that's a whole other question. So we have a whole bunch of bad things converging. Hyperinflation, new COVID lockdowns coming, everything. You got green agenda coming at you from every direction. Taxes are insane. Property taxes going up everywhere. Insurance premiums skyrocketing everywhere. Shall we go on? 30 million illegals pouring over the border. You know, they are sewing our asses up. But still, none of those would suspend an election. But a war would. So that's why I'm leaning right there. That's where I think they're going. Especially with restructuring the draft. Yeah. And what they do is they start planting seeds right now. But they're doing more than planting seeds. They're actually laying the framework for this. This is something they're planning on doing. Make no mistake. What they say they're doing, they are doing. So, anyways, 9-minute video, way longer than I usually do. But hey, I got a new phone and I got more memory. So I can make longer than 4-minute videos now without having to delete every picture on my phone. So that's all. I hope everybody has a good rest of the week, and we'll talk to you later. See you.